Greetings from Solved Gadgets. The incredible innovations in today's assortment of cool gadgets are ones you haven't seen before. Let's watch the video. The oceans encompass roughly more than 70% of the surface of the planet. It's difficult to comprehend that, yet our ocean contains around 97% of the water on Earth. As well as investigating and understanding them is a challenging issue for scientists throughout the whole entire globe. Perhaps the most sophisticated and highly designed human-looking robot was developed by Stanford University, California. It is capable of diving to a depth of 0.6 miles, although its hands are perhaps the most noticeable feature. For instance, they enable the technician to gently retrieve an old Roman oil lamps from the seafloor. Its hands are additionally outfitted with tactile and haptic feedback. You can sense exactly what the robot is doing. It nearly feels as though you're present there, explains one of the Stanford researchers. In numerous investigations, the robot has already aided scientists. The humanoid robot carried out one of his final operations off the coast of Cairns at a depth of 2,795 feet. A humanoid robot had never before descended to that level and touched the ground. To mark the event, OceanOneK carried a commemorative plaque, which had to be collected and returned below the surface. The proposal for a flying automobile called X2 was actually produced by the Chinese business known as Xpeng. The flying vehicle X2 will unquestionably be convenient and effective in China, the world's leading skyscraper-producing country. The flying automobile is made by the same firm that produces electric vehicles. It can go 47 miles on a single battery charge at a height of 0.6 miles and therefore is intended for 2 passengers traveling. It is also fitted with just a pilot and several sensors for protection. This flying X2 would have no blind spots, and an autonomous landing mechanism will be engaged in the event of a failure. In a dire situation, the travelers would be safeguarded by a gadget that employs parachutes to evacuate them. It is a step towards the goal of urban green transportation because it emits no carbon dioxide while in flight. It's fascinating to mention that the Chinese intend to offer this innovation even within Europe. These flying vehicles might well be beneficial as ambulances, according to the chairman of the European Union Aviation Safety Agency. Problematically, the procedural nuances still need to be resolved. What would happen if 2 pilots collided? How would they respond to such a catastrophe? So what would you genuinely think about this architecture framework, which resembles the spine of an enormous Decepticon seems to be doing? You might well be surprised by the response. Utilizing waves to create power, it is an initiative of the Cypriot business, see Wave Energy Limited. The group has been collecting wave energy for more than a decade, and the latest technology has previously undergone testing in the waters of Larnaca Bay. According to reports, one unit can supply around 100 megawatts under perfect circumstances, and the cost of electricity production is comparable to that of burning fossil fuels. Moreover, repurposed materials like plastic could be used to develop the structure. The business notes that the wave power has been recognized as the most alluring marine renewable industrial sector due to the potential scale of its market and the absence of a distinct device or technological frontrunner. What would happen if this system would take over as the dominant system? Amazon increased their efforts as well. A computerized helper was developed by the American multinational company. It has several clever functions and can support loads up to 48.5 pounds. The intelligent robots can operate alongside humans without interacting with each other, according to engineers. The robot has been modified to operate with the Amazon carts. In order to raise them and move them in the appropriate direction, it first cautiously slides beneath them. It is projected that these robots will indeed be widely used by the middle of year 2023. Nevertheless, Amazon also introduced Cardinal, a clever mechanical robotic arm. So those who work in the company's warehouses must be concerned. The arm can handle goods weighing up to 51 pounds and applies advanced artificial intelligence and computer vision to nimbly and quickly select one package out of a pile of packages. Lift it, read the label, and precisely place it in a go-kart to send the package on the next step of its journey. Cardinal reduces the risk of employee injuries by handling tasks that require lifting and turning of large or heavy packages or complicated packing in a confined space. Seems to be the ascendancy of the machines practically underway. Augmented reality automobile systems are available if you want something cutting edge but aren't quite ready to hop in a flying vehicle. As an illustration, a technology that shows you the optimum path and prompts you to switch lanes was developed in Taiwan. The creators claim that the system will make the journey secure as well as more comfortable. Pushing many switches will not require the driver to divert their attention from the road. A caution sign appears when an individual is about to cross the street. Need to switch lanes? Heed the warning that the vehicle behind you is too near. Be simple if you require adaptive cruise control. The technology would also display the perfect driving path and prompt you to make turns. Moreover, it provides information on destinations as a bonus for travelers and cab drivers. It's understandable why the innovation was recognized at the greatest technology expo in the world, CES 2022. Now, let us examine at a real issue that practically every nation is dealing with. More than 4 trillion pounds of solid household garbage are produced annually worldwide, according to the World Bank. Humans are required to get rid of everything, and solutions like the Mint Box prevent us from drowning in trash. It's indeed effective with garbage that decomposes naturally like bread, fruit, fish, and leftover veggies. The garbage that 6,000 people discard each day will be recycled in one unit in around 18 hours. The Mint Box could also be operated by smartphone, as well as its low noise level enables it to be installed even in heavily populated areas. People's rest and sleep won't be disturbed by it either. Wonder what happened to the legendary automobile from the movie Back to the Future? The sole product made by the Delorean Automobile Company. Afterwards, the business filed for bankruptcy and was dissolved. The Delorean Aerospace DR7 project's existence is perhaps even more remarkable. But that it is being created not by just anybody else, but by Paul Delorean, the nephew of John Delorean, who is also the company's CEO. The project continues to be largely undiscovered. The latest design is a flying electric car. You really do have to plan ahead for car parking because the automobile will be approximately 20 feet long. They also claim a maximum speed of 240 miles per hour and an average speed of roughly 149 miles per hour. We're not sure if the new DeLorean would still require 1.21 gigawatts of electricity,